YouTube? How you guys feeling? Can't see me yet, but you can hear me. We still have our intro music going on. I've added a new song to the intro music over on YouTube if you want to see that song. It's a classic Kush tender situation. Still cannot figure out how to get Instagram to not blow me out. I look like I am some sort of ghost, some sort of scary specter. It's only when I wear black shirts, so maybe I should start wearing white shirts, but then I look fat AF. Can't do it. Kara, who has brought me on to teach a couple girls' nights. If you guys are looking to have some girls' nights with me, it's just a bunch of dudes. We can still have a girls' night. I'm into that. We can figure out what we're up to. Alright, YouTube, let's start this thing. There we are. Hey, YouTube. Susan Lang joining over there. It's my mom. She's in. Everybody can say hi to my mom over on the Instagram. She might be on the YouTube too. Who knows? Probably have a couple mixeroos, a couple switchies, we'll call them. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. All right, got some viewers over on the gram. Missing some on the tube, but whatever, mates. Whatever, mates. It's all good. It's all good. All right, everybody can hear me on YouTube. Can you hear me? There's Deidre C. Take a guess and say that is Cozy Mom. C stands for Cozy Mom. Cozy Mom's birthday coming up. It's like 346 days. That's how long Cozy Mom's birthday will be. There's Kyle Tender. If you guys have any questions that I am not answering, that's right. If you guys have any questions that I am not answering immediately, please focus that right to Kyle Tender. Kyle Tender, for those of you who don't know, is my personal bar back. I was walking around outside one day and I met this dude and he was like, dude, you look like you can pour some drinks. I was like, I can pour some drinks. He's like, I want to learn to pour some drinks. I will bar back for you. So Kyle Tender comes over every week, full hazmat suit, and does my bar backing. So if you can, get your own personal bar back. Mix TV just joined over on the Instagram. Spectacular C, Mix TV. I have a project with them on Friday nights starting at 5 o'clock on Mix Live Cocktail Hour. Mix Cocktail Hour for short. Just search that one. John Snyder showed up. Probably better that our football teams did not play today. I may think maybe he would have skipped it. USC is bad good. They are winning, but they are winning poorly. So I did not watch the Colorado Buffs play today. John, let me know if they won or not, or if they're in the process of winning. Mix saying greetings to you all. Greetings to the people of Earth. We are a worldwide. SVC coming hard. Cozy Moms. SVC is related to Cozy Mom. I think their last name are all Cozy Mom. Her name might be Sarah Vincent Cozy Mom. Cool, guys. So let me just explain to you what we have done this week. This week has been crazy busy for me. Crazy busy for me. Trying to get a business all started in the midst of COVID has not been easy. A couple other big announcements that I'm not going to announce tonight, but they are coming up. So please watch for more. I will leave you guys on a cliffhanger. We have a lot of big stuff happening with the Kush Tender channel coming up soon. Please stay tuned. And in all that, just got away from me. Whole thing just got away from me. Before I get too deep into it, though, I do want to say hello to Kai and Ella. That is my niece and my nephew. That is reversed. Buffs won. That's great. 3-0 for the first time. That's great. Good for the Buffs, the Colorado Buffs. I do want to say hello to them, though. I got on a Zoom chat with them today, and they were very nervous because I was not constantly talking. The only time they ever see me, I am trying to fill an empty room with just a camera and 3 lights. 1, 2, 3 over here with sound. So they were like, why isn't Uncle T, call me Uncle T, it's adorable, why isn't Uncle T talking? They were nervous. Has somebody stolen his voice? What is going on with him? Well, he's back into it. Keith just joined. What is up, Keith? and Violet Flies just joined. Great to have you guys, longtime supporters of Kush, longtime supporters of Kush Tender, have been here since the beginning. There is a group of maybe 6 of you, 7 of you that have been here since the very, very first day and have missed very few shows. I have to remember that I don't need to shift on my feet the whole time. I can just stand still and talk. There we go. Cool. Looking good. We are looking good on both channels. So we're going to start. So anyway, this week, crazy busy for Kush Tender. The Kush's Tiki Bar has some big changes coming up. So unfortunately, I was just not able to get to making a menu for this week. Just unable. Just could not wrap my little brain around it. But you know what happens sometimes, guys? Sometimes we can't get to our drinks, right? Sometimes we are looking for a cocktail, we are somewhere else, who knows where we are, we're in some sort of motel somewhere, we don't know what to do. And we can't just go out and buy, let's see, what's fun up here? We can't go buy rum barbacore Pangu pineapple rum, can't buy it. Can't buy that in Montana, nowhere, can't even buy it in LA, I don't know where I found this one. You can't go get Lemon Heart 151. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to think you can do that. Velvet Falernum? Get that right out of here. No way. No way you're buying that in Montana. So sometimes what you need... Oh, what's up, Lex Rock? Lex Rock in the house. Love Lex Rock. Sometimes what you need is you need to pare it down. You need to find a way to make your drink small and easy to go. That's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna take some classic cocktails with very, very few ingredients, stuff that I've asked you to get every single week. Every single week, you guys should have these in your house in spades. You should have tons of these things just sitting around. So we're gonna use them to make classic, old-timey, new-timey, middle-timey. We're gonna make just timey cocktails. That's what we're up to tonight. So we are going to just start dropping some cocktail bombs on you guys. Hopefully I have prepared. I have about 15 drinks that I'm planning on doing tonight. I'm gonna try and keep it down to 3. But no promises. Could do a lot, could do a little, could do 15. I don't know. You guys got some time? I got time. This is my me time doing Kush's Tiki Bar. We're gonna start off tonight with the classic cocktail. We're gonna make an old fashioned. Why not? Why not? We are then going to take that old fashioned. We're gonna turn it into other stuff. But we are gonna start off with an old fashioned. So if you guys mostly know how to make an old fashioned, I assume, but some of you don't, and that's what's great about Kush's Tiki Bar. Skill levels. Here. Pop. Skill levels all over the place. So we're gonna start off with a classic cocktail, and then we're gonna turn it into one of Kiana's favorite cocktails. We're just gonna flip it into one. We're gonna take a piece of sugar. I'm gonna do that on the cool cam. Take a piece of sugar. Oh, I missed it this time. I'm gonna cut this out. We're gonna take a piece of sugar. I did it the first time without it. Take a piece of sugar. In there now. Take a piece of sugar. We are looking for about 1/8 of an ounce. We're looking for about 4 grams of sugar. That is what this is. Or just 1 sugar cube. That'll do you just fine. Now, sugar I ask you guys to get every week. If you don't have sugar sitting at your house, you cannot call yourself a home bartender. I have pounds of it sitting around my house. Now, next thing, I put it in there every week. And the reason I know I put it in there every week is because it does not fit normally onto my cards. My recipe cards, or my cards that I put. It usually looks, this is an impression of my cards. They look like this. It's like a thing, and then a lot of like blackness over here. And then I write over here. It's an impression of my cards. We are going to, I don't know what the 3 puff is. We are going to take this. We're going to take some Angostura bitters. Angostura bitters is a long word for a short thing. This is just neutral grain spirit. A lot of bitters in here, a lot of herbs and roots and stuff. We are going to take this and we are going to put a bunch of dashes in it. We are going to light this one on fire. Why not? Let's light it on fire. Everybody's ready to light this stuff on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. You know what I just realized? Oh, here we go. Fire. There we go. I do have fire. It's ready to go. This is a basic, the basics for a lot of cocktails, a lot of cocktails, starting from, of course, the old-fashioned, the whiskey sling, moving on up into a bunch of other stuff. We have to melt this guy down, not just by letting it sit there. We're not going to just yell at it. It's not going to melt down that way. We're going to take, this is the Big Boss muddler. Probably could bring the brightness up on that guy, but whatever. We're good. Just going to muddle that guy down. C'è molto facile bello. Oh, you know what I forgot to bring in here? Oh well. Hey Kyle Tender, if you get a second, could you bring me in a champagne glass? That would be spectacular, dude. We have this guy right here. Next thing we have to put in here, of course, some whiskey. The whiskey we're going to be taking today is going to be this guy, Woodford Reserve. The king of whiskeys. That's not a thing. There's no king of whiskeys. Don't let Woodford Reserve bully you into saying that it is the king of whiskeys. It is a fine whiskey, not the king of whiskeys. We're going to be going ahead and putting in 2 full ounces. Do I have 2 full ounces? Exactly. There's Kyle Tender. Thank you, Kyle. Oh, yeah, Kyle's going to throw it at me. Kyle Tender won't let me have real glasses. These are plastic. Awesome. I'll put this back here for a second. Oh, we do have exactly 2 ounces. This thing's gone. Ah, Woodford, says John. It's a good one. And there we have it. We have an old-fashioned built. Now, I, in all of my time just being around and not being around, forgot to make ice this week. How do you make cocktails with no ice? Well, you just hope that past you definitely had some ice. This is just some ice I had lying around. Oh, we're going to take this guy. This is a perfectly clear, beautiful piece of ice. I just got word that there is a new way to make ice that is perfectly clear. Not new. It's been old, but we can do it now in our homes. The moment I get that done, I will tell you guys exactly how it works. I will experiment with it first, but it does involve a fish tank. It does involve a fish tank. We're gonna go ahead and give this a stir. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get all this water in here. Water is very, very important to our cocktails. If you have one of these guys, this guy is my face on it. We're gonna stamp this guy. I'm gonna bring up the brightness on this guy because I am dark over on one side. There we go. Oh, way better. Look at that. Now you can see it. Bam. That's on the fly, guys. That's improv. We are going to take this stamp. This is just made of course, delicious brass. Brass definitely takes the heat, puts it into our ice cube so that we have this really cool ice cube. Now, you guys know what the Kush Tender ice stamp looks like. It looks like my my YouTube thing. You guys can't see it on Instagram, but it looks like that on Instagram. We're on YouTube, though. Hop on over to YouTube. Yes, it does involve a fish tank, is KB Kush. Kara, that is her favorite caveat. It does involve a fish tank, so get your fish tanks ready. Build a full fish tank. We won't be using all of it, but we will be using part of it. Now we have an old-fashioned. Great, whatever, Kush. Everybody knows how to make an old-fashioned. We didn't even light this one on fire. Boo. Boo. Whatever. We didn't light it on fire because we do want a bunch of those bitters to go in this next cocktail that we're going to be making from this. If you guys already have that ready to go, spectacular. Drink. If you do not have any champagne on hand, though, you are done for the night for that one. We're making a Kiana. I said Kiara. I was thinking of Kara. I was thinking of Kiana, and I just shoved those two names together. A Kiana, a favorite. We're going to be making a champagne cocktail. Bam! Nice and easy. We're just going to take this guy right here that we already have. We're going to filter it right into this. This is a champagne flute. Filter that guy right in there. Now it's going to be kind of heavy. Usually 1 ounce of whiskey will do, but whatever. You've already put 2. You've already put a bunch of dashes in there. We're not going anywhere. I like to keep these on hand if I can, just in case a celebration breaks out and I need to celebrate real quick. I like to have extra cheap champagne. It's my favorite thing, extra cheap champagne. It is a delicious thing to be drinking for hangovers. And also can be added to almost any cocktail. Prove me wrong. Add champagne to any cocktail and tell me that it makes the cocktail worse. find that cocktail, and I will send you a bottle of very cheap champagne to try. We're just going to be pouring this guy in. Now, of course, a champagne has a bunch of the yeast that is in there. That is how champagne gets made, or sparkling white wine. Has the yeast still in there. So it's still eating all the sugars that are in there, and it's still farting out all of the bubbles that Kiana loves so much. Still farting those little guys out. Fart, 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 fart. That's what it's doing. So that's where the bubbles come from. It was actually a mistake that champagne was made. The people of Champagne were just trying to make the wine like the people down in Bordeaux made it, and the grapes ferment differently. And so what happened was they started bottling, the people of Champagne, the Champagne region of France, started bottling their own, and they started exploding because the yeast were farting too much. What they did eventually was they decided that is a feature, not a bug. And that's how we got this. Now this is great. This is really nice. Really, really good cocktail. But of course, we are not done with this. We do want to take one of these guys. This is called an orange, named after the color. A lot of people don't know that. We had the color orange before oranges were invented. It's a lie. It's not a real thing. We're going to take this guy. This is a channel knife. We're just going to give this guy a big, fat twist and go all the way around. Ooh, baby, I'm sorry. Take this guy, long thing. Wrap it around your middle skinniest finger. So find all your fingers, rate them by skinniness. Find your middle skinniest finger. Everybody has one. Turn around. For me, it's my pointer. Some people, it's their ring. Some weirdos, it's their pinky. They got big fat pinkies. Drop that guy right in there. Now, that will start the bubbling again. All those little yeasties are still biting in. And then farting. And that's what those little bubbles are. Little yeast farts. I have built a career around microscopic animals and their ability to fart out party juice. That is what I do for a living. So you guys are welcome. So what we've done here, we've made one and then two cocktails out of very little. Very, very little. We didn't have a lot. 4 ingredients. Plus an orange. Sugar. Bitters. Whiskey. Champagne. Extra orange, you're good to go. We have made the classic cocktail, the old-fashioned manner in which to make a whiskey cocktail, and we've made a champagne cocktail. We're good. Let's drink it. You can use a drink. It's been a long week. To you guys, let me know if you made any of these. I know I didn't tell you what to grab, but again, you should have all of this stuff at your house anyway. That's what I was looking for. This, tell me if you made the old-fashioned, or instead if you made the whiskey or the champagne cocktail. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this. Oh God. It's dangerous. People think that you need to get real complicated with your cocktails. You do not. You do not. Simple sometimes makes it much better. Kiana's favorite cocktail. That's what she's told me before. I don't know if she was lying. I don't know what she was trying to do, but we did make it for you, Kiana. So to Kiana, everybody, may her Thanksgiving have been the greatest Thanksgiving of all time. And if it wasn't, may it be the worst one that she ever has. Cheers to you guys. May it be the worst one she ever has. Either way, let's just make them get better from here. And to you guys too, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you guys. I give thanks to all of you guys for continuing to show up for my show, even when I am not fully prepared. Thank you. SVC likes my hat, I think. She says the lid. This was a gift from my very good friend Curtis. He's a handsome fireman. Curtis was actually the father of my cat, who passed away last week. The father of my cat's spiritual cousin, a rascal, who actually passed away at about the same time as Gizmo did. So to them two, I can't keep drinking to sad stuff. Happier stuff coming up. I'm going to pass this off to Kyle after I take another big sip, because Kyle will finish this one. pass this off to Kyle, and we will get the next one. If you guys are trying to make this next one, grab some gin, grab some lemon, grab some sugar, grab some egg whites. We're going hard. Let me get Kyle in here real quick and we'll go. Oh, Kyle! Yeah. And it's gone. Handed it to Kyle. He didn't even wait till it got to his hands. He just grabbed it with his mouth and pushed it back like he was a duck eating bread. It was insane what he was up to. Kyle's an animal. A duck. Kyle's a duck. It's a weird thing. What is it? Taking on my 1S? I don't know what that means. Kyle trying to be funny. I don't get it. I don't get it, Kyle. When I don't get jokes, I get angry. Cool. This next drink is, I did make. There are two of you that do watch my show religiously. That is on Friday. That is Paul, and that is the Apostle of Tiki. I appreciate you guys to no end. My show on Fridays has started to get some traction. It is doing very well. I host it with a woman, a very handsome woman. Very, very handsome woman. Her name is Tammy. Anybody knows what she was from Austria? She was the Shania Twain of Austria. That's what she tells me. Anyway, she and I host a great show on Fridays. I did make this drink yesterday, but we are going to spruce it up after it has been made. This time, we're going to keep going. This was for hangovers. This is the original, what I think the original hangover cocktail. It really did sort of sit thick and cure that hangover for you. But before we do, I do want to say, guys, thank you so very much for coming out. This channel will always remain free, but if you guys can help out, Venmo, Kush Tender, that's great. If not, please just pop over to my YouTube. I know I haven't put up a lot of stuff recently. I have been busy. I've said it a few times, but if you guys can watch some of my old content, share some of my old content. I have a great long version of making the old fashioned. If you love that, you want to go see how to do it with the fire, pop on over to YouTube. That would be great. That'd be great. Let's keep going. This next one we're going to be doing is called the, what's it called? Oh, it's called the Royal Fizz, or the Gin Fizz. It's got about 1,000 names. The Royal Fizz, the Gin Fizz. And the reason I'm making this one is because for Thanksgiving, for the most part, I usually have a lot of extra egg whites just sitting around my house. Why is that? Well, my favorite dessert of all time is creme brulee. I make a bomb creme brulee. I make one of the best creme brulees of all time. And so I made some creme brulee the other day. And in creme brulee, you do not use the egg whites. You just use the yolks. So I had a bunch of whites just sitting around here. It was like a Comic-Con. A bunch of whites just sitting around doing nothing. So I have a little tin. I have a little case down here of egg whites that I keep. Get out of there. These are egg whites. I know that doesn't look great. I'll put it close up so you guys can definitely tell that it doesn't look great. But they are nice and fresh. So if you ever have extra egg whites, throw them in something that you can seal. Throw them in your refrigerator. They will stick around for a lot longer than you think. The Garnish Guy just joined. What's up with the Garnish Guy? Garnish Guy, very, very famous Instagrammer. The fact that he's watching right now means that I am famous right alongside him. So thank you, Garnish Guy. Good to see you, buddy. Makes me nervous. He's a very, very talented bartender. Pop on over to watch the Garnish Guy. That dude's awesome. We are going to be making a Royal Fizz or a Gin Fizz, and to make a fizz, what do you need? You need tins. Fizz rhymes with tins. Let's make it. We are going to be taking, if you guys have just an egg to crack open, spectacular. Just go ahead and crack in an egg white. I do not have an egg, so I have to go ahead and measure these guys out. We're going to be doing a, what do we call this? Like 3/4 of an ounce? Hell yeah, 3/4 of an ounce. Nailed it. That's about what one egg white is. Obviously, eggs come in different sizes. There are big chickens, there are little chickens. There are cowards, there are heroes. All the same kind of thing. So we have that in here. Now I'm going to put this over here. We always crack our eggs into a different tin than we're actually mixing in here. So let's keep going. We do have some lemons that are going in here next. I hid my lemons right here. For being totally unprepared, I feel like I'm very prepared this week, and that is great. How much do I have to donate to you to shotgun the egg whites? Says Grant Cushman. Grant Cushman, for all of you who don't know, this is his memorial tool cam. He got the tool cam. He gave me the idea for it. Or he at least told me how to do it. You can donate whatever you want, man. I'm gonna drink this egg white. I'm ready to go. I'm not gonna drink it straight though. I'm gonna put some whiskey into it. Or some gin. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze these lemons in here. How much lemon? I don't know. You decide. I'm gonna do 3/4 of an ounce though. 3/4 of 1 ounce of a lemon going right in. Neil. I used to have an old teacher. The reason that I say here like that, I used to have an old teacher. His name was Mr. Prochnow. His daughter also went to the school. Her name was Christine. I don't know why I'm remembering all this. But he was the funniest dude I ever met. He would say, radio? Yeah. He would go, yeah, you decide. If you ask him a stupid question, you go, yeah, you decide. I love that. Always made me laugh. This stuff right here, this is maple syrup. I also have a friend named Maple Syrup. He lives in Maine now. We're gonna be putting in 1/2 ounce of this. No further story to that. I'm not telling you guys anymore. I have a friend named Maple Syrup. He lives in Maine. We're gonna be putting in 1/2 ounce of that. Absolutely, we're gonna be putting in 1/2 ounce of that. Why not? Let's go ahead and grab the liquor of choice. Liquor of choice today is going to be gin. There we go. Uh-oh. Do I have enough? Nope. Okay. Well, that's hilarious. This is what happens when you do not prepare, people. I know I have more gin somewhere in here. No, whatever. Oh, I do. Woohoo! Right here, this is a gift from my very good friends, Keith and Avery. They are in the chat right now. I will thank them right now. Thank you guys for the wonderful gift. But you guys can also thank them because otherwise I would have sat here for a minute looking for gin and then being really upset that I didn't have any. This right here is going to be gin. Gin, of course, neutral grain spirit mixed with juniper. 2 ounces. Let's get that hangover gone. Bye-bye, hangover. Gin. Gin. We are, of course, going to give this guy a dry shake first. Dry. Shake it with no ice in there. If you do decide that you are going to play along with this little game, go ahead and wrap your tin in this. That way you don't get egg all over your wall. You don't want to have to pay the security deposit on that. 1, 2, 3. Shake it. We're just trying to break that egg white up, get all of that lemon and lime, all that lemon working through it, and there we have it. We are, of course, going to shake this with some ice. Now, what happened with your ice this week, Kush? I did not make any. So we're going to take whatever dregs of ice we have, and we're going to shake the crap out of it right in here. Is that going to fit? It's going to sort of fit. Sort of. Doesn't touch the liquid yet, but once we start shaking, what happens to ice? It gets smaller. It gets teeny tiny. Let's give this guy a big fat wet shake. 1, 2, 3. What the hell was that? Oh. It's that sugar cube from earlier. Everybody remember that earlier sugar cube, the one that escaped? Shake it. Gotta really get this thing going. Awesome. Oh yeah, we've done it. We have done it. We are going to take a small Collins. Doesn't have to be a big Collins. Small little Collins. And we are going to, of course, strain this into tiny Collins. It should come out as a white drink when it comes out. That's from the egg white. Add some ice to this. Add some of this soda water. Bro, you got yourself a cocktail. It's called the Royal Fizz or the Gin Fizz. Now, of course, we are going to be making more cocktails from this, so everybody should have at least some egg, some sugar, some lemon, some gin around your house. Now, I almost didn't, but I do. But if you do want to make this into something a little bit more fancy, of course, you can make this a little more fancy. We're going to make a Ramos Gin Fizz out of this. We're going to be adding Mr. Ramos. Mr. Ramos is contained solely inside of a lime. Oh, lime. Right here. We're going to squeeze the Ramos into here. Just give it 1/2 of a lime. You don't need the whole lime. Boy, do these limes. These guys suck out loud. They're They're awful. If your limes suck out loud, make sure you definitely give it a thing. From Lisa, why don't you have to use the towel when you shake it with ice? Oh, that's a great question, Lisa. So when I shake with ice, the coldness of that contracts on the larger tin of the metal more than it does on the small tin of the metal. There is more coldness there. So it makes a much better seal when you don't shake with ice, when you are not making your drink colder. As it goes, there is not a perfect seal on this, and so what happens is all of the egg whites, the sugar, the lemon, the gin gets everywhere. It gets gross. So I always shake with the towel. Now you can shake with a towel when you have ice in it, but that is not the exact same thing as before. That's not the exact same. What am I saying? What was I talking about? That is for a different reason, and that reason is you don't want your hands to get cold. I know a lot of people that shake with towels. My friend Farah, I remember, she used to shake with a towel no matter what she was up to. Towel for Farah, she shook with towels. The last ingredient we're going to put in here, half and half. If you guys have some half and half at your house, that's awesome. If you don't, your drink's already made. You already have a Gin Fizz or a Royal Fizz. It's all good. It's all good in your hood. We are going to put why don't we just put a touch more simple syrup in here. I know we put the maple syrup in a second ago. Just a touch more simple syrup because we added a couple more ingredients. BB touch right there. So we go up to about 3/4 of an ounce, add 1/4 of an ounce. And let's give this guy another big, fat shake. Now, originally this cocktail was shaken for about 2 minutes. I have time to kill, so I'm gonna shake it for 5. So if you guys have any questions while I'm shaking, let me know. My hands are starting to hurt. My biceps, feeling strong. I had a couple things at Taco Bell today, so we can use this energy. I'm done. I'm not gonna shake it for 5 minutes. What am I, some sort of human jerk? No, I'm not a human jerk. We're gonna go ahead and pour this here now. This drink should be served with as little ice as possible, so do not worry too much about your ice. Let's go ahead and pour this into this glass. We want to pour it until it's just a touch below the surface. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. Whew. Put this off to the side so I can take a little breather. How come there's only seats in front of the bar? What a waste of time. Just put seats behind the bar. We have to let this guy sit. We have to let this guy sit for a second. What we're waiting for is this meringue on top to separate. It's going to go from here, and there's going to be a separation right around here. This meringue, if we have done it right, if I've done this drink correctly, if I've turned a golden fizz into a Ramos Gin Fizz, this meringue should start to sit pretty heavy. And then the next thing I get to do is add this. This is soda water. You can add just soda water to it. You can probably also, you know what? This is Kush's Tiki bar. I've made the claim. I said it out loud. I said it out loud that every drink will be better with champagne. We're gonna make a Kush's Gin Fizz. We're gonna add champagne to it. We're gonna see if we can't get that thing to stand up. What's happening right now is all of the bubbles and all the meringue are consolidating. They're separating from the liquid. It's looking okay. But we're gonna add some champagne to this instead now. Never seen it done before. I'm sure 1,000 people have done it before, but I'm doing it here today for the first time. So what we're gonna be doing is adding champagne to this Ramos Gin Fizz. We're gonna try and make this fuzz stand up. It's not really looking, there might have been something that I missed in there. Let's go. Well, whatever. It's Kush's Tiki bar. I don't know if the soda water has anything to do with the standing up. I hope it does. Ooh, it's a thick ass champagne. What's up, Raquelala? Raquelala? They just joined over on the Instagram. So did International Lala Cats. International Lala Cats. They also joined over there. Let's see if we can't add this slow enough to get the meringue to stand up. Oh boy, it does. Can you guys see that over here? We got a little meringue dance going on. Oh, you know what happens though? That soda water, yeah. Oh, what happens is, as a scientist myself, what happens is the soda water goes in there pretty easily because that's carbonation. That is not the thing that champagne has. Champagne instead of soda water changes. Champs instead of soda water, that's what I'm doing. That's what I just did right here. What happens though, unfortunately, oh my god, it tastes so good. What it does, unfortunately, is this champagne continues to bubble. It gets in there, yeasties, fartsies, and it starts to bubble over. Probably stick with soda water, but I did not. This is Kush's Tiki bar. He gets to do whatever he wants in his own bar. It's got a pretty good meringue on it. Not a great meringue, but a pretty good meringue. And now we have a Kush Ramos Gin Fizz. Cheers. Oh, you're really gonna want a straw on that one. Oh yeah. It's actually better. I don't know. Anybody work in a patent office? I want to get this one patented. I want David Wunderlich to write about me. And then on the 28th of November, finally, the Ramos Gin Fizz was improved by a man named Kush. And lo, it was a good day. And now I, David Wunderlich, am writing books about this guy. That'd be great. That's the goal. This is the Ramos Gin Fizz turned from a Ramos. So it started off as a Royal Gin Fizz, turned into a Ramos Gin Fizz. Finally, at the last second, bam, Kush Gin Fizz. We have made it. We have done it. I'm gonna pass this to Kyle. I know this one's not gonna make it to the outside, and I'm not making it again. So Kyle better save me some. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Yep. Great. Cool. All right. I'm gonna pass this to Kyle, guys. Any questions you have, please put them in chat. Thank you, Lisa, for your question. That was spectacular. Yeah. Kyle says he's not saving anything for me, so I'm gonna pass this to Kyle real quick. Oh, Kyle. Kyle. Kai guy. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I'm never seeing that drink again. Never, ever, ever in my life. All right, well, I've made 2 cocktails. I've done it. I promise you guys, well, I made 4 cocktails at this point. Technically, contractually, class is done. You guys can go if you want. Don't go. Stick around with me. I have minutes. I have many minutes to get through this thing. If you guys have any questions, though, please start putting those into chats. Please also let me know. Next week will be a class. Next week will be a class. And next week will be a monumental class. Be a big, fat, monumental class. So there'll be a lot of significance to it. So please do show up for that one. If you do have any suggestions, though, for cocktails that are monumental, I don't know what that means. But if it means something to you, please put them in chat. I'd love to hear what you guys think about big, huge cocktails. That would be great for a thing. How's that meringue on that fizz, Kyle? Cozy Mom just rubbed it in my face. I'm never gonna see that cocktail again. Yeah, next week will be a big week for Kush's Tiki Bar. So if you guys do have any suggestions for what the cocktails should be, what you guys want to see, let's chat about it. Let's start thinking about it. Woo! Let's start thinking about it now. A lot of bubbles in there. Little yeast are farting all over the place inside me. It's gross. Yeah. All right. Cool. Last cocktail, guys. Last cocktail. Now, I definitely had a plan, and then I forgot what my plan was. We need to do something nice and easy. So what we've done so far, we've done an aromatic. We've done a sour. Have we done a sour? No! That's the plan. The plan is to do a sour now. Everclear Fishbowl, suggests Eric Cushman over on YouTube. Passion fruit cocktails, suggests the Apostle of Tiki. Those are both really good. I might combine the two and kill some people. That's a good idea, though. Let's figure out what, maybe we'll do fishbowl cocktails. Maybe we'll just do big cocktails. It's a big week. I haven't explained to everybody why it's a big week yet, but please tune in for next week. I will let you know exactly why it's a big week. Maybe we'll just do big-ass cocktails. Just huge. Just big cocktails, whatever that means to people. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think that's a good one. All right, this next cocktail we're gonna be doing my favorite cocktail of all time, and then we're going to change it into something very different. Oh my God. More champagne in cocktails. Now this one will not have any champagne in it, unfortunately. Sorry, you champ heads. But this one will have some rum in it. We're gonna start off, if you guys have been watching my class ever, there are 3 ingredients that I tell you to bring every single week. What are those ingredients? Those are rum, those are lime, and those are sugar. What does that make? Of course, that makes a daiquiri. We're gonna be making a quick daiquiri real quick. That is redundant. Make a redundant DAC. We're going to start off over here with a lime. We're going to squeeze this lime into our glass. Now, of course, what has the theme of this class been? We won't just be stopping at the daiquiri. We're going to go one step up from the daiquiri after that. So let's go ahead and squeeze that lime in here the way that my boy Constantino Ribialagua Vert does. Yes. Yes, Lex Rock. Lex Rock comes through horde. She came through real good, and she decided that we should do tiki bowl cocktails. Lex Rock, you win. That's what we're doing next week, guys. We are doing monumental cocktails with tiki bowls. We'll be doing nothing but bowls for tiki. Start clearing out your fruit bowls. Get your cereal eaten somewhere else. We will be doing bowls next week. Bowls. It's gonna be awesome. We have lime in here. The juice of 1 lime. Important to have. Next thing we're putting in here is some sugar. Not simple syrup. I didn't want you guys to be pre-making anything. So just take some sugar, drop it in here. Now this lime that's in here is gonna start eating away at this delish sugar. So just go ahead and crush it up. Crush it up. That should turn into a delicious sludge. I don't know why I went over there to YouTube, just to show you my Bladnock Distillery shirt. Bladnock does sponsor the show, only in the fact that they did send me a t-shirt one time. If you want to sponsor the show, go ahead and send me a shirt. I'll wear it. Running out of shirts anyway. I got fat. We are going to be adding now some rum. Now, of course, in a regular rum, or in a regular daiquiri, what would we grab? We grab something like Bacardi. Oh, we're not grabbing Bacardi. Get that out of here. We're not grabbing this other Bacardi. Get that out of here. Now, instead for this one, since we will be continuing on with our cocktails, we're going to be building a more complex situation. We're going to be using this Demerara. This is Hamilton, the 86. 86 is the proof. Comes in at 43% alcohol. But you can use whichever stinking rum you want. You love another type of rum? Girl, you get yours. Go ahead and add that in there. 2 ounces. So we have, that doesn't fit. Does that fit? That fits. So what we have in here is we have the juice of 1 lime. We have a piece of sugar cube. We have a full sugar cube. About, what do we say, about 1/8 of an ounce, or about 4 grams of sugar. And we have this. Now let's go ahead and give this a shake, because some people will be done with their cocktail after this. Not all of us. Not all of us. If anybody's been paying attention to how this thing goes. Yeah, Kyle and Paul have something against vodka. I think that's my conditioning. I definitely was overcompensating when I told them that only psychopaths like vodka. And then it turns out I like vodka. I like vodka more than tequila. Ooh, I might get shot. There's a window open right there. I'm gonna go ahead and shake this guy. Now, we didn't add any water to this, which is the right thing to do. But that also means that you have to shake it real hard. We need to have some of this ice melt. that's good enough. Yep. Now this will come up a little short because the ice that I'm using is not great, but it also works well into what I'm doing next by taking this very basic cocktail and using very basic more ingredients, making it into a very cool cocktail. So let's go ahead and just pour this guy in to here. This right there, that's a DAC. That's a DAC Shepherd and a Kristen Bell on the side. Now, if you do not have wine and a bunch of winter spices, you are done with this drink. Drink away, my friends. Drink away. But we are not done. Nope. We're going to take this daiquiri and we're going to improve upon it. We're making a Cuban special called the Bishop. We're going to be making a cocktail called the Bishop. What you need for this? Red wine. I get these little ones. Otherwise I drink all the red wine. I don't like opening one. I don't like opening a bottle of red wine and letting it sit. So I feel like it spoils too quickly for what I need for cocktails. Oh, there it is. We're going to be putting in 3/4 of an ounce of delish red wine. Something a little thick. You guys can find something that got a little jam to it, a little cab. I'm using 9 Crimes. What are they calling this 9 Crimes? Oh, this is just, it's an Australian red. Means it's probably been kicked out of a few bars. Means it probably talks about its dumps. Australians are gross. Go Kiwi. Yes! Apostle of Tiki thinks this is going to be good, and I agree. This is a tiki cocktail for the Apostle. This right here, we have some wine in here. Now, we are also going to be spicing this up. If you have falernum, throw that falernum in it. It'd be great. I did not ask you to get falernum, so do not worry about falernum if you don't have it. I think most people, though, in their kitchen can run right now and get some delicious spices. Some spices that I'll be using today. Whole nutmeg. Oh, yeah. I'll be using a little, what do I do with it? A little cinnamon. Oh, yeah. And why not? How about some, oh, these are whole cloves? Oh, dang. I don't have any ground cloves in here. I'm going to be using cinnamon and nutmeg and whatever you guys think. That's up to you. Let's go ahead and grab our microplane. If you have the whole ones, that always works better. I just feel like once they start grinding them for you, you're in some trouble. Starts to let everything out. Go ahead and just grind until you feel like you have nutmegged yourself. Oh! Kyle got me those delicious cloves. These are ground cloves. We do want those ground cloves. Just enough. We don't need to make this a nutmeg drink. We just want to make it a regular old cocktail. A little ground cloves, just a touch. Look at this touch. Look at that. See that? Touch it. Touch it, baby. Next thing we're going to be grabbing is that cinnamon stick. We're just going to be going ahead and grounding this cinnamon stick. Really, really good thing to know when you cannot find falernum for whatever reason. It is always acceptable to just go find some winter spices, throw those in there, touch extra sugar. Sometimes will help you out, other times not. But you know, you do you. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are my little cushies, and I love you. So let's go ahead and give this a shake. Really, we're just trying to melt all of these spices that are in here into a smaller situation. There we go. We are going to have to... Oh, baby, I'm sorry. We do want to double strain this one. We don't want any big pieces of that cinnamon, any big piece of that nutmeg or cloves. We're going to go ahead and pour this Bishop right into there. Now look at that cocktail. Oh, not wasting any of this. There we go. That is the Bishop cocktail. It's an older cocktail. It's from Cuba. Very, very simple to make. Very, very few ingredients, and often ingredients that you should just have around your house anyway. If you have a wife who comes to you and says, hey, my friends are having a wine party tomorrow. and they're wondering if you could make a wine cocktail, and you say, "Oh God, I don't want to leave my house and go get things for it. Can I just figure something out instead?" Bishop, ready to go. If you ever have that specific instance, give me a call, because I just had that instance. We're going to give this one a big old taste. OMG. So good. Could use a touch more sugar. I think that once you add that wine, you do want to add just a touch of the simple. We're going to go ahead and add less than 1/4 of an ounce. We're looking for about 1/8 of an ounce to that. I have made this briefly before, just as a little lark. Never really made it all the way through. Never really drank it all the way through. But once we get that in there, shake that up. Those spices. Oh yeah, the sugar brings out all the spices. You start to really feel that wine drip through you, like a dead pirate on Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Give this one more sip. Oh yeah. How much falernum instead? Asked the apostle. Maybe throw in 1/2 ounce of that falernum. That's what I'd recommend. 1/2 ounce of that falernum. If you want to go crazy too, I think that this. I just thought about this right now. I think that this drink would do really well with an orange, with just an orange peel peeled in there. If you already had an orange ready to go, which most of you should. Oranges are very important in cocktailing. Go ahead and just give this a big squeeze on top. Rim the sides. Why do we rim the sides, Kush? Why, oh why do we rim those sides, Kush? Well, we rim those sides because the oil on the outside of oranges should have an antiseptic tingle to them. So when you are drinking this drink, you are not just feeling the cold go down your throat. You're also feeling the bitey bite on your little lippy lips. Oh man. For having nothing to talk about today, I really did. I just didn't stop talking. So this right here, this is called the Bishop. It is a real cocktail. I did not do any, I invented this week. I feel like I could have just invented 6 cocktails that only had 2 ingredients. Felt like that was cheating. I didn't want to cheat you guys out of anything. Oh my God, it's so good with the orange. Maybe use a smaller orange. There's a lot of orange in it. Maybe just use a smaller orange. Give that a little twist. Maybe even just do one of these little guys. A little curly cue. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one up to Kyle, so Kyle can pass it off to my wife, and my wife can see if this is what she wants me to make for her friends, because this is her only option, because I am not going to the store to find stuff. Pass this off to Kyle real quick, and I'll be right back to talk about next week and all the big changes that we'll be doing next week. Here we go. Kyle. All right. I guess there's enough of you in here to chat about this real quick. Next week, sadly, will be the last time that Kush will be teaching out of Kush's Tiki Bar. That'll be the final show from Kush's Tiki Bar. There will be more shows. But I will let you guys figure out what exactly that means. If you guys can, please help out with the channel, help out with everything else that's going on. You guys can go over here to Venmo at Kush Tender. Please help out the channel that way if you can. If you cannot, and I totally understand. I know what it's like to be cash strapped. Currently, I am right in the middle of a strapped cash situation myself, so I could not tip a channel, even if I wanted to. Please do head over to my website, youtube.com/kushtender. That's my website. I should get a real website. I should get one of those kushtender.com situations. I own it. I just don't know how to do anything with it. If anybody is a web designer and just wants to throw up all I need is a landing page, get at me. I'd like to hear about that too. Go over there, watch my show. If you do have any need for a guy like me to run a party for you for your business, my goodness, you can book me out by going to Calendly, facebook.com/kushtender. Find the days that I am available. Book me out that way. That will be spectacular. Very helpful. If you guys are obviously taking part in my class, huge discount I'll be throwing your guys away. December is looking very, very full, but still a couple times available for you. Next week, guys, just so you know, we will be doing punch bowls. We will be doing oh yeah, that's a great idea, Paul. Let's do a Fernet shot while I have everybody here. That is a great idea, Paul. I could really use one of these. This is Fernet. It's Fernet Branca. Fernet Branca sponsors Kush. They sent me a belt. Sent me to San Francisco one time. Let's take a Fernet shot with everybody that wants to take a Fernet shot with me. If you guys do want to have an extra shot with me, I do take shots after the show with anybody that goes to my PayPal. PayPal.me/kushtender. Just say you're buying a shot. If I don't already have your number, just give me your number. I will absolutely take a shot with you. No doubt about it. I do one every week with my good friend John. Also my brother John. That's how that works. This is Fernet. Let's see. The stars are not wanted now. Put out everyone. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Put away the ocean and sweep up the wood. For nothing now could ever come to any good. Cheers to you guys and change and everything else that comes along with change and doing the right thing. To you guys, cheers. Very nice. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I look forward to this every single week, even on weeks that I'm far too busy to even put together a menu, which isn't that hard. It just was one of those weeks where it was a little too busy. This is my favorite night of the week. I look forward to Saturdays from the beginning to the end, and it's all because of you guys. You guys make my little dream of bartending at my house real. And I want to thank you guys again. When I was giving thanks for Thanksgiving, everybody that shows up on a week-to-week basis were first in my thoughts. This is a very, very special thing for me to have Kush's Tiki Bar. It'll be sad to see this version of it go, but there will be other versions of Kush's Tiki Bar coming very soon. That is that, guys. Love you very much. Please get to your other rooms very safely. If you guys have been drinking too much and cannot make it to your other room, please crawl. Just get down on your knees and crawl over there. No, there is no shame in crawling from room to room so that you don't fall over. We don't want any concussions happening. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week. Last night in Kush's Tiki Bar 1.0. Bye. I'm still here with you guys.